Jeremy Clarkson, star of Clarkson's Farm, and his co-star Caleb Cooper joined thousands of farmers in a large-scale rally at Parliament Square, Westminster, today. The protest targeted the government's controversial inheritance tax on farms, with Clarkson defying his doctor's advice to avoid stress after undergoing heart surgery in October. The 64-year-old TV presenter had been warned to steer clear of high-pressure situations following an emergency heart procedure but felt compelled to attend. Speaking about the protest, Clarkson said he couldn't miss the event, which drew support from both celebrities and farming leaders. Clarkson, alongside Cooper, led 2 busloads of farmers from his diddly squat farm to Westminster, aiming to raise awareness about what he called a hugely important issue. The rally also featured a convoy of tractors driving through Parliament Square as farmers called on the government to scrap new inheritance tax changes introduced in last month's budget. Under the revised rules, only the first £1 million of combined agricultural and business property will qualify for 100% inheritance tax relief. Any value exceeding this threshold will be taxed at 20%, compared to the standard 40% inheritance tax rate for other properties. Farmers argue these changes jeopardize rural businesses and family farms. The National Farmers Union organized a mass lobby of MPs, gathering 1,800 members, 3 times the initial estimate, to pressure backbenchers to oppose the policy. Meanwhile, protests also erupted outside the Welsh Labour Conference, fueled by concerns over the government's approach to agriculture and uncertainties around Treasury figures behind the budget. In his Sun column, Clarkson strongly criticised the reforms, accusing the government of ethnically cleansing the countryside to make way for immigrant towns and wind farms. He expressed fears about the future of British agriculture, stating, "I'm becoming more and more convinced that Starmer and Reeves have a sinister plan." Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer, speaking at the G20 summit in Brazil, defended the policy, insisting that most farms wouldn't be affected. He explained that thresholds ensure a typical family farm valued up to £3 million can pass to the next generation without inheritance tax. Starmer also pointed to a £5 billion investment in farming as part of the government's broader agricultural strategy. Clarkson's appearance at the protest follows his recent health scare. In October, he underwent surgery to insert a stent after experiencing symptoms such as chest tightness, clamminess, and numbness in his left arm. The health episode occurred while he was on holiday, prompting an ambulance trip to the hospital. Despite ruling out a heart attack, doctors determined the need for immediate intervention to improve blood flow to his heart. Reflecting on the experience in his Sunday Times column, Clarkson described it as odd but not especially painful, acknowledging how close the situation had been. Since then, he's made lifestyle changes, including quitting smoking after a bout of pneumonia earlier this year. Despite these challenges, Clarkson's commitment to the farming community remains strong. His presence at the rally underscores his dedication to fighting for the future of rural businesses, even at personal risk to his health.